It's clear now. It has become evidently clear what the New York Knicks are going to do after there has been a ton of trade talks surrounding the younger players in order for the Knicks to bring on all their veteran talent onto the roster that they've wanted to bring on, with multiple names floating around the trade block, and it's really switched around, whether it's been Pacome Dadiet, Tyler Kolek, Deuce McBride, even Mitchell Robinson, so not even one of the young players. One of the current stars of the team has also been floated around in trade talks in ways that the Knicks are trying to find to cut money in order to bring on Malcolm Brogdon and Landry Shamet onto the team. It's known that they're going to have to trade one of their players. A lot of the young players have found themselves in trade talks, but now it has become evidently clear what the New York Knicks intend to do as they gave it away. And we're going to jump into how they gave it away, what this means, what the implications of this trade are, because depending on who they trade, there is going to be a little bit of a difference on how the season plays out in regards to adding other players on mid-season, all that stuff, like how the way the Knicks added PJ Tucker. There's a lot to go over with this situation because the NBA salary cap is so deep. There's so many different layers to the salary cap that it becomes super difficult to navigate, and I am going to help you guys navigate that right now. But guys, before we do that, if you are part of that 56% that's not subscribed to Knicks Digest, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a daily New York Knicks update. We have every update on the New York Knicks coming out. We got videos every single day. Knicks basketball is back. I'm so happy to see that basketball is back. I've missed it every single day. Seeing them play is the best thing in the world, and now we get to see the NBA championship contender New York Knicks go out there once again. So guys, make sure to subscribe. But let's jump into the video. That's what we're here for at the end of the day. There's been a lot of discussion surrounding what this front office is going to do, who they're going to trade, if they're going to trade anyone, or if they're going to let Malcolm Brogdon walk back into free agency, or Landry Shamet walk back into free agency and only sign one of them. That has been a big question surrounding the Knicks all preseason and even right before the preseason with training camp long. That's been what we've wondered. How are the Knicks going to navigate this situation? Who is going to end up losing their spot? Who's going to get traded? Who's going to get cut? And, well, it's become pretty obvious what the Knicks are going to do, as head coach Mike Brown did give it away recently. And the way he gave it away was by playing this man as a starter. It recently came out before the Knicks game that OG Anunoby is dealing with a bit of a hand injury. Now, just to be very clear, OG's fine. He's going to be 100% fine. He's probably going to play in preseason. Like, maybe not in Abu Dhabi on the Saturday, October 4th game, but he's definitely going to be questionable. The Knicks aren't going to play him, though, if his hand's hurting. They understand OG doesn't have anything to prove. He's going to be a starter with the Knicks. He's one of the 4 locks for the starting positions, so that's fine. But he'll be fine by regular season and well earlier than that. But when it comes down to the Knicks young guys, Pacome Dadiet started for the Knicks in a recent game, showing that the Knicks very clearly had 2 things in mind. 1, let's see what Pacome can do. 2, what if we could showcase his ability and get some draft capital for him if we decide to trade Pacome Dadiet away? Those are the 2 big things that we are looking at here. That's what we have to consider, because Pacome, if the Knicks trade him, they actually get to be able to sign another player like how they signed PJ Tucker in March because of that prorated veteran minimum salary. Because Pacome makes a certain amount of money, he makes around $700,000 more than Tyler Kolek. And if they were to trade Tyler Kolek, they wouldn't be able to do that because they would be too close to that second apron that the Knicks are not allowed to go into because they used the entirety of their mid-level exception, preventing them from going into that second apron, which means they're hard capped at it, meaning once they hit that second apron, you can't go above it. You can't go into the second apron at all over this season. Now, looking at the Knicks just depth chart overall, what we see is a team that is deep in a few different areas, but none more than the guard spot. The Knicks have a bunch of talented guards on the team who could play that one. Whether it's Jalen Brunson, whether it's Malcolm Brogdon, Deuce McBride, Jordan Clarkson, all of them can play that point guard position. Meanwhile, you look at the wings, you see OG Anunoby, you see Mikal Bridges, you see Josh Hart. Deuce McBride can play the 2. Jordan Clarkson can play the 2. Landry Shamet is a pure wing. He can play the 2 or the 3. I know he's been undersized for the 3, but he could do it. And then obviously there's Pacome Dadiet, who the Knicks could also use. The Knicks also have Tosan Awoma, who could play for 50 games or just be depth for 50 games on that 2-way contract as well. The Knicks do have some depth at those 2 spots, but overall they have so much depth at that point guard spot that it would be hard to trade Pacome Dadiet, especially shout out to State from Harlem, one of the top Knicks Twitter accounts out there. As State mentioned, I think Mike Brown should have Pacome in the rotation from day one, something I don't disagree with. Dadiet and Hart, their on-court combo went for a net plus 36.4, while Dadiet and Mikal had a plus 16.7. Dadiet, OG, and Mikal had a 40.1 net rating. Dadiet, Hart, and Karl-Anthony Towns had a plus 50 net rating. Dadiet, Cat, and Mikal had a plus 15 net rating. Dadiet, Cat, Bridges, and Hart had a 17.6 net rating, and Dadiet, OG, Mikal Bridges, and Jalen Brunson had a plus 17.6 as well. What we are seeing out of this team is just a world where Pacome Dadiet fits with all of these guys while also providing important depth for both the small forward and power forward position. And because he's on an actual contract, the Knicks can use him in the playoffs if they need to, adding more depth, unlike if they kept these guards and also kept Tyler Kolek, who even if he would be available in the playoffs, which he is, where do you play him when you have 60 different guards in the team? It becomes difficult. So trading Dadiet, you do get to add a 15th player, meaning Kolek, yeah, sure. But the Knicks also, you could use him if you want. But the Knicks could also go out there and they could sign a veteran who they find in free agency as well for one of those spots. The question is, are they going to be better than Pacome Dadiet? Are they going to fit better? That's a really big question going into this. Pacome showed improvement in the G League, going from 6.8 points per game to 12 points per game, getting 3.5 rebounds and 1 assist as well. He shot terribly in the first summer league and did shoot better in this one, shooting 46% from the field and 29% from three. His three-point shot was the same as it was when he played in the G League as well, which is important to note that his jump shot has not fully gotten there yet. But everything that Fred Katz did mention about just Pacome said that he was hitting a bunch of threes in training camp. His numbers were excellent, and he is starting to really blossom as a player. Where we saw in the G League, he put up 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And Pacome, he wasn't ready back then. He's still raw. He's a very raw player. He's only 20 years old. And that's where things come into question, because you look at Pacome and you understand the Knicks are fully bought into winning an NBA championship this year. That's the goal, is 2026, win the NBA Finals. Is Pacome going to help you? That's the big question. It's why the Knicks are starting him right now. How much can Pacome help? And clearly, according to the advanced metrics, he is helping. So if Pacome continues to help, you start to look at the situation that makes the most sense, and that's trade Tyler Kolek to the Brooklyn Nets in a deal where the Knicks would get back a 2032 second-round pick from the Miami Heat while trading Tyler Kolek and a 2026 second-rounder to the Nets in order to eat that $2.1 million per year that Tyler Kolek is making. Now, obviously, it's giving Tyler Kolek away for free. I understand that. It's not lost to me. If anything, the Knicks lose a bit of value or with the draft capital as well. But that's the world we live in, is the Nets know what the Knicks have to do, so they're able to go out there, understand what's happening, eat that cap space, and also give the Knicks an upcharge for eating that cap space. So the Knicks can then go out and sign Malcolm Brogdon and sign Landry Shamet. Sign them both. Let's say Brogdon's the guy they're more on the fence about, because I do imagine the Knicks would actually pick Shamet over Brogdon, believe it or not. But just based off what happened last year, I would imagine that. But with this situation, you're effectively trading Tyler Kolek and a 2026 second-round pick for Malcolm Brogdon and a 2032 first-round pick, or second-round pick, excuse me, a 2032 second-round pick. That works for the Knicks. You do that deal because you're trying to win the NBA Finals today. Tyler Kolek is 24 years old. He's in that point where you have to start playing him, or else you're going to have a 25-year-old who has barely any NBA experience under his belt. It just wouldn't make sense to keep him around. What makes sense for the Knicks is to go out there and keep Pacome and trade Tyler Kolek, and that is what it looks like they are going to be doing. But guys, what do you think about this whole situation? Let me know in the comments down below. Like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Have an excellent day. Go Knicks.